Hello, and welcome to the latest installment of Parent University. I am Jason Brown. I am the lead counselor here at Quail Valley Middle School, and we're so glad to have you here. Whether you're here with us live or whether you're watching this at another time, it is our sincere hope that this will be beneficial to you as we try and improve for this time in connecting with the young people that we are responsible for. Have you ever had that struggle before where pick up your child from school and you're trying to figure out how the day went, or even how the year is going, how the semester is going, how the week is going? And like many teenagers, have a hard time getting the conversation started. We do stuff like this. Hey, how was your day? What happened today? Or tell me about this. And we get the typical, sometimes teenage answers that are not very detailed, don't have a lot of elaboration, just doesn't have a lot of color. And so for our time, we know that this is entitled Colorful Conversations. Now, the cool thing is this will work with any group of people um, in which you're with conversation, um, trying to get to know people, see where their minds and hearts are, what they're thinking. But for our time together, we want to talk about how do we get our kids talking? How can we have a better connection with our children's experiences? And we do this every day on the job, trying to get to know your children, to be able to serve them better and meet their needs. But we want to also give you the tools to do some of these things at home. I know one thing for sure, that establishing a great connection will create wonderful conversations and they'll let you into their world. But the dry, drab, everyday run-of-the-mill questions on the run-of-the-mill ride home, or as soon as they get home, no time to decompress or get their snack, usually leads to frustration, and we have no idea what our kids are thinking and what they consider themselves going through. We know that for some of us, life can be very challenging. From day to day, sometimes we don't know what may happen, but I know for sure that all of us seek a better connection with the young person that we're responsible for. So let me say this, this will not be very long, but I want to give you a tool, just one tool, a colorful tool that will help to foster a better, deeper connection with a young person for whom you are responsible through a pretty cool activity that we like to call colorful conversations. Now, you can use a myriad of things that are full of color. You may have a bag of colorful rubber bands. You may have a bag of Skittles. I prefer the sour kind, but a very colorful bag of Skittles. Maybe just a regular old red bag that will do just fine. You may use M&Ms. I prefer the peanuts if you want to give me a gift. Or maybe a box of crayons, a pack of map pencils, anything that has a variety of color. Those are all your materials for the most part. I said all your materials for the most part. Those are most of your materials. That's the bulk of what you'll need. The second thing you'll need, excuse me. The second thing you'll need is a space. This may be the kitchen table. This may be the couch. This may be the living room, or wherever you guys feel comfortable when you're having family talks or random discussions. Maybe you go to your favorite coffee shop, or maybe you do what my family and I like to do, and we have our conversations at the local Waffle House over grits, eggs, and sausage and a waffle. Wherever you choose to do this, just make sure it's a place where you can hear each other, where there's not a lot of distraction, and of course, where you can actually say, hey, let's put down our devices just for a few moments. Well, how long does this take? It depends. It doesn't have to be long because you may have to get it started. And then as you do it consistently, maybe the conversation will last a bit longer. But definitely you want to get started. So this could range anywhere from a few minutes to hours of great conversation, or it gets so good to say, you know what, let's pick up this at another time because we got to get ready for the next day, or we got to get bathed, or have to fold clothes after I wash them, whatever it is. So I want to share with you a very quick activity. You have your materials, you have your duration, you have your wear, but what is the connection with the colorful material and having a colorful conversation? I'm so glad that you asked. I'm going to share my screen real briefly. Now you should be able to see this on your screen, and I'm going to be looking to my left because I have up two screens. One of the best ways to have a great conversation is by establishing and asking a great question, or two or three. If you look at the screen, you'll see a couple of questions. Now here is where the colors come in. Before you ask the question, ask everyone in your conversation to pick a color or two. And then you simply ask the question that corresponds with the color. That's it. For example, pick the color blue. What does the question say? Share a talent you have. And how long have you had that skill? You may already know it, but you want them to express it. What did you do to learn the skill? And how did you practice? Great conversation to learn about the things where your kids are really gifted. You may not know about their particular talent or skill. You may see them do some things, but you may discover something new. And how cool would that be? What about the color green? You picked up the green M&M, which when I grew up was the coveted M&M. You picked up the green M&M. Let's look at that question. Describe your dream job. And I'd even push this. Describe your dream life after high school, or the dream life in your 20s. What do you want to be doing? How did you learn about this particular area of interest? And what excites you about it? You can even ask an extension question. Is there a problem in the world that you would like to solve? And if so, how would you solve it? Great conversation starter. How about orange? Now, this is where you can check your own self as a parent to see what you've been instilling in your kids, to see if they have been paying attention. And I guarantee they have been paying attention. What is a value or a rule, that non-negotiable that you live by? And how did you first figure this out? Where did you get this information? And this could cause some reflection as parents to say, what values have we established in our home? What do we expect our kids to say? These particular sets of things are non-negotiables. These are our values. These are what we live by. Here's another set. Let's go with the yellow. Who is someone you aspire to be like? And tell me about that person. Why that person? Why that personality? What about the red? Share an activity or a skill that has come natural to you. How do you use it now? And how can you use it in the future? One of the things that we discuss with our kids is trying to find that thing that you really enjoy doing, or the problem that you want to solve, and then seek to do those things to see how it can impact the world and impact the community. How can you use it? Is it something that you can do now? Is it something that you can do about in the future? And if so, what tools do you need, or how can we help equip you to do that? Great discovery. So like I said, I don't want to hold you long, but these are just a set of questions that you can use to start colorful conversations. So I'll rewind the tape and I'll start it again. Get any pack of colorful anything. Ask everybody in your conversation to pull a color, including you, participate as well. And then whatever question corresponds to that color, seek to answer it and seek to hear answers. We do this with an open mind, without judgment, and even consider without giving advice. We want to hear. We want to listen. We want to information gather. You may discover something about the young person that you're responsible for that you did not know before. And then that will give you more information and ammunition to put them in a position to go and get those things that you've discovered about, or even find out where their fears are, where you can help them feel a little more safe and a little more accepted. Colorful conversations, simply using colorful tools to establish a set of questions to get more out of our young people when we sit down and talk with them at the dinner table, in the living room, or at the local Waffle House. If you want more information about this, you can simply go to this site right here, Colorful Conversations. And you can use this and peruse this site for many resources that can help in making connections with anybody that we're in contact with, but specifically with the people that we're responsible for, our young people. That's it. Short class tonight. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you use it. And if you use it, please let us know how it worked and what you discovered. Until next time, in January, some point where we start talking about course selection and 4-year plans. See you then. This is another Parent University. Have a great day.